Hi, today I want to talk about different ways to make a dog do a task. Firstly, I want to start with what not to do. One of which is use of violence. Violence isn't always physical, such as punching or kicking, but it can also be stuff like yelling or belittling your dog. Use of unresearched punishments. Unresearched punishments can be anything from, let's say, taking away stuff or giving stuff. Excessive bribing. This is something that pet owners that want to spoil their dogs struggle a lot with. They tend to give their pets way more treats or pets than it should be when training. Vet suggested. Here are some suggestions in this page. I will not really go over the stuff written here, but I will talk about my own opinions based on the headlines here. Make training positive and enjoyable. This is very important to teach your dog that this isn't something they have to do, but rather something they want to do. Rewards are a dog's form of flattery. For dogs, when you want them to do a trick, it's common knowledge by this point to give them a treat after they do the task you want them to. This teaches them that what they just did is what you expect from them. And the treat enforces this. Timing is everything. When you want to give them a treat, you want to give them a treat right after they do the task you want them to do. You don't do it a while after or before. This won't help anything, because that teaches the dog at the point you gave them the treat, that's when they did something you want them to do. I will come back to this later. Personal favorites. Personally, I prefer to do the more classic or what people usually do. That would be simple trick a few times before taking a break, one treat at a time, usually smaller treats, because dogs don't need big treats to be satisfied. Usually they like small treats but many times. You can take an example of this by, for example, you want to teach your dog to fetch, or maybe let's say high five. If you want to teach it high five, you want to maybe try 3 times before taking a break. But don't make too much of a break or too long. You don't want it to forget what you're doing. Here's an example plus some input from me throughout the video. I will skip and pause. There's a link, but I will take you directly to the video here. You can see here how he kind of treats his son, just in the video. He probably doesn't do it every day, but he kind of teaches his son the same way you would teach a dog. This is what I was talking about with your dog gets the treat when it does what it's supposed to do. Let me just skip to the training. So less talking and more training.
Employed in the home environment, right? You give people a great.
This is something I should have mentioned earlier, so that's the fault of mine. But what he's saying here is basically that the treat isn't what the dog is, what the goal is. The goal is for the dog to understand that he's doing what you want it to do. And what you want it to do is the trick. And the treat is to show him that he did exactly what you wanted him to. Even the dog understands that.
Doing the right thing. There's an element. Chefs have to charge a little bit more, but they provide.
What he's talking about now kind of shows how dogs like and want to train. They like to accompany humans to train and do tricks. It's not something they feel forced to do. It's something that's in their nature after being so many years together with humans.
Is there a behavior that external rewards? Is that really such a high price to pay? If I was doing traditional training, I would have to give them some corrections. If I was doing any kind of pressure-based system,
I would like personally to talk more about this video, but it's gonna take a lot of time, which I don't have, so I'm gonna cut it short here. As you can see here are the links. I want to also get this in while I'm in the video. So now we have all the links that I've used in this assignment. So here you will have the overview over all I've gone through. And that's pretty much it. Hi! I'm back here after I was supposed to be done, because I realized that the video I posted for you to watch while I was giving my input, you could not hear any of it, or you could hear some of it, but not enough. So I wish for anyone that's watching this video to please go to this link, which will take you to this video, so you can see what I was talking about and what the person in this video, Stony Dennis, was talking about. I would also like to apologize for any audio issues where I may sound like I'm far away or mumbling. This will be an issue with my PC's mic, which I unfortunately don't know any fixing for anytime soon. So this will be my second goodbye, so goodbye.